It was early morning, the first light spilling through the curtains. Then the door burst open. "Police! Stay where you are!" By the time this door came down, one woman had already stolen 61,000 Bitcoin from 128,000 people. And there she was, calm but dazed, lying beneath perfume-scented silk. On the nightstand, passports, laptops, a phone buzzing with messages from a life built on lies. Her real name was Zhimin Qian, the architect of a £5 billion illusion. The woman who thought she could buy a throne and woke to find her kingdom gone. Before she was China's greediest crypto fraud, she was just a girl staring at numbers on a screen, each one glowing brighter than her future. She wasn't born rich. She was born into a country where power had a price, and she believed status was proof of superiority. While others dreamed of security, she dreamed of status, not safety, not freedom, power. In college, she studied finance by day, but at night, she watched stories of China's new billionaires, men in private jets, women dripping in diamonds. They weren't just rich, they were untouchable. She wanted that. She wanted people to whisper her name, to walk into a room and have the air shift, to demand obedience, not love. Money, she believed, was the modern crown. And the blockchain? That was her coronation. It started small, a few trades, a few lucky wins. Then came the conferences, bright lights, men in suits twice her age asking for her advice. She wore red lipstick, black heels, and spoke about the future like she owned it. And in a way, she did. They called her visionary. She called herself unstoppable. Her friends said she was obsessed. She smiled. Queens are supposed to be. That's when the idea began, a single line scribbled in her notebook. If money is faith, I'll build the church. She didn't want to be rich. She wanted to rule the ones chasing riches. This wasn't about money. Money was just the fastest way to stand above other people. Next came the plan that would change everything. A digital empire built not on gold or oil, but on belief. It began with a promise, a coin called OCT, Overseas Chinese Token. She said it wasn't just an investment, it was a mission. In her words, this was China's chance to lead the digital revolution. A way for ordinary citizens to join the new global elite. No Wall Street, no middlemen, just faith in her vision. At investor conferences in Shanghai and Shenzhen, she appeared like a movie star. Diamonds on her wrist, calm smile, perfect posture. Behind her, a red banner read, "The future of China, built by her people." And people believed it. They wanted to believe it. For years, the West had gotten rich off crypto first. She told them it was time to take it back, to make Chinese investors kings in the new digital empire. Her message was intoxicating, a blend of patriotism and greed. Support your country. Get rich doing it. She called it financial nationalism. The crowd called it salvation. Within months, money poured in, from doctors, engineers, small business owners. Some invested their savings. Some sold their homes, all convinced they were helping build the future. She told them she'd back every coin with real assets, real estate, energy, infrastructure. She spoke in metaphors of destiny, of rising dragons, and a digital Silk Road. Every presentation ended the same way, a standing ovation and the same soft smile. In her penthouse afterward, she'd pour champagne, look down at the city lights, and whisper to herself, "They don't invest in the coin. They invest in me." It worked. In less than a year, over 128,000 investors had joined. Billions vanished into her accounts. Each transaction recorded, yet impossible to trace. Even the officials didn't stop her. Her patriotic branding made her untouchable. She had found the perfect disguise. Not corruption, but loyalty. But every cult of belief has a moment when faith turns to doubt. And Zhimin knew, if people ever looked too closely, the illusion would collapse. So she did what every queen does when the palace starts to shake. She disappeared. If stories like this move you, subscribe to Silk Street. And if you'd rather invest in something real, check the link in the description for an exclusive trial to Seeking Alpha, where people build wealth legitimately, not through greed and collapse. When the walls closed in, she didn't run. She reinvented herself. In 2017, Zhimin Qian vanished from China. Her companies dissolved overnight. Her investors were told she was expanding overseas, but no one ever saw her again. China wasn't where she hid. It was where she harvested. Not in Beijing, not in Shanghai, not anywhere, until she appeared in Britain under a new name, Yadi Zhang. Britain wasn't exile, it was retirement. On paper, she was an antique dealer from Hong Kong. In reality, she was laundering billions through a maze of shell companies and crypto wallets. She rented luxury homes in Kensington and later in Yorkshire, quiet neighborhoods where wealth hides behind clean white walls. To her neighbors, she was polite, soft-spoken, and impossibly elegant. She drove nice cars, tipped in cash, and told anyone who asked that she imported fine art. It was believable. Her homes were filled with ancient scrolls, porcelain vases, and the faint smell of sandalwood. But behind every object was a trail of digital money, Bitcoin mined from other people's dreams. She had built a life out of layers, names, passports, accents, each one a costume. To the world, she was Madame Zhang, a refined woman of culture. To British police, she was a ghost with no past. To the people who'd lost everything in OCT, she was a myth. And that's exactly how she wanted it. At night, she would sit by her window, laptop open, watching the numbers move. Millions in crypto shifting quietly across the blockchain. No borders, no flags, no trace. Just power, clean, invisible, and hers alone. In those moments, she felt untouchable. She had escaped China, rewritten her life, and turned money into air. She could buy anything, anyone, even time. But what she didn't know was that time had already run out. Because while she was playing the part of a British art dealer, someone inside her new world, an assistant, a lawyer, a single person tired of the lies, was about to turn her empire inside out. The first red flag wasn't dramatic. It was boring. Inside a London bank, a routine compliance review flagged something unusual. Yadi Zhang, an antique dealer from Hong Kong, was moving large sums of money through her accounts. 7-figure transfers. Repeatedly, almost all tied to property. On paper, everything looked clean. The documentation was complete. The transactions were properly labeled. Except for one problem. Her declared business income didn't come close to explaining the scale. The numbers didn't add up. What should have looked like wealth looked like storage. Money arriving, sitting briefly, then moving again. Not spent, not dispersed, not turned into a visible life. Banks asked for clarification. She responded calmly, professionally, with paperwork, invoices, business registrations, art documentation, everything a legitimate antique dealer was supposed to have. And yet, the pattern remained wrong. The money behaved like something being parked, not earned. By October 2018, the questions hardened. What began as a compliance review became a legal concern. An account freezing order was issued. No sirens, no raid, no warning, just an official notice. Quiet, procedural, devastating. For the first time since leaving China, her access to the real world slowed. Not her Bitcoin, not her wallets. Those still floated safely in the digital ether. But the bridge between digital wealth and physical life, property, banks, legitimacy, had cracked. When police later searched a London property linked to her, she stayed composed. Still Yadi Jiang. Still an antique dealer. Still polite. They didn't arrest her. They didn't charge her. At that moment, they didn't even know who she really was. They documented. They recorded. They connected. A safety deposit box was searched. A laptop was found. On it, access to thousands of Bitcoin, not moving outward, not turning into businesses or spending, just sitting, preserved. That was the mistake. Normal wealth flows. It leaks into life. This fortune didn't. It folded inward. The same devices, the same wallets, the same patterns repeating. She believed she had passed through scrutiny untouched. In reality, she had been cataloged. The system didn't rush. It didn't need to. It only needed time. And for years, it waited. Until one wallet moved when it shouldn't have. It happened just after dawn. A quiet street, a white townhouse, curtains still drawn. Inside, she was still asleep. The woman who once ruled a digital empire, wrapped in silk sheets. Dreaming she was untouchable. Then came the sound that ended everything. A crash, a shout, a name. Police! Stay where you are! The door splintered open. Footsteps thundered up the stairs. For the first time in years, she froze. The room filled with flashlights and shouts. And there she was, eyes half open, hair tangled, the calm gone from her face. She didn't fight, didn't scream, just whispered, "Wait!" Officers searched every corner. No gold, no cash, no jewels. But what they found was far heavier. Dozens of phones, stacks of passports, hard drives labeled with strange codes, and one laptop, its screen still glowing. Inside, investigators found access to over 61,000 Bitcoin, worth around £5 billion, the largest crypto seizure in UK history. It was all there, the fortune she had stolen, frozen on the blockchain, forever traceable, but never hers again. She was taken to the station in silence. No jewelry, no makeup, just the quiet click of handcuffs. When she appeared in court, she looked nothing like the crypto queen. No diamonds, no red lipstick, only beige clothes and tired eyes. The judge asked if she understood the charges. She nodded. When asked where the money came from, she said softly, "From people who believed in me." No excuses, no denial. Just the final truth. Belief is the most expensive currency of all. But her fall wasn't just about money. It was about the dream she sold, and how that dream still haunts the world of crypto today. The empire is gone now. The investors, the conferences, the promises, all erased. But somewhere in the digital void, her fortune still exists. Over 61,000 Bitcoin, frozen under court orders, locked in legal limbo while civil recovery drags on. She'll never touch it again, and much of it may never find its way back to the people who lost everything. It just sits there, a ghost empire, humming quietly in the dark. Her name has become a warning, a whisper on Chinese forums, a headline that flickered, then disappeared. But the legend lives. The woman who tried to build a throne out of code and ended up trapped inside it. She once told her followers that wealth was power. Now, she has neither. The only thing left is silence. And somewhere, a forgotten wallet still guards her crown, locked forever inside the machine she once ruled. This is how China's greediest figures disappear, upward into silence. And if this story shocked you, it's only one chapter in China's greediest. Right now on this channel, watch the man who took corruption to its absolute limit. He owned 100 mistresses, 100 mansions, one death sentence. And next in our China's Greediest series, we'll tell the story of Guo Meimei, the woman who turned vanity, fame, and online attention into one of China's most infamous scandals. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm John, and this is Silk Street, where lust, greed, and power always end in ruin.